what we need, first of all, is consistency in government policies. That's number one. And also the support of the governments here. Because, I mean, if you look at it really, what we lack in Africa is quite a lot. Because we're a continent of imports, and we're not really exporting much. We export raw materials, which means when you export raw materials, you are exporting jobs. And when you import, you are importing poverty. Because you are creating jobs out there, not here in the continent. So I think with the support of the government, there's nothing that is impossible. And we, some of us, were really tired of seeing our continent going out there to be begging for anything. I mean, if you remember at the beginning of the war between Ukraine and Russia, the chairman of African Union, that was President Macky Sall, had to go and be begging for fertilizers. And since that day, I said, okay, fine, by 2028, Africa will be self-sufficient in fertilizer. And while doing that, we're opening 20 blending plants in areas where they don't have the capacity. Also, we're going to be at 12 million tons of urea. We're going to have massive potash and phosphate from Congo, Brazzaville. And we believe we will satisfy most of the demands of Africa. We don't have raw material for detergent, just to wash these clothes, which we need every day. We don't have. We only have 2 factories, one Egypt, 50 tons, 100 tons in Algeria. So that's why we also launched now 400,000 metric tons of linear alkaline benzene, which is the 100% raw material of detergent. So we have quite a lot of which before we don't have the capacity. But right now, with the likes of Afrexim Bank, with the likes of Africa Finance Corporation, with a lot of support from other financial institutions, following these two, there's nothing we cannot do in Africa. That's why we, as a group, we have now launched between now and 2030, we're investing $40 billion in various fields.
Is part of that the refinery?
Even now, I can give commitment to the 2 presidents that were here. If they will support the refinery, we'll build the identical one that we have in Nigeria, 650,000 barrels.
So, but the 3 of you, it seems like you're trying to make this work.
It will work. There's nothing that can stop it. We have done the one in Nigeria, and that's why we are taking the bold move, which we have started already. Piling has started. We are building that one to a scale. 1.4 million barrels a day will give us will be the largest refinery in the world. That's number one. Number two, will have 10% of the entire United States of America's refining capacity. And this is coming with a lot of, petrochemicals. I mean, you look at it today in Nigeria, if not because we have polypropylene, all the plants, all the businesses would have collapsed because cement is packed in polypropylene, flour, rice, grains, everything. So nothing. And the cost now has shot up between just 45 days from $900 a ton to $3,000. There's no way you can afford it. So that is why we must learn how to build self-sufficiency. Right now, we have big financial institutions that are very hungry for big ticket items, and we are also big in terms of our own vision. You know, I mean, before, there's nothing that, any one of us will sit down and say, no, I want to build something like, I mean, when Samaila was heading our finance, long time ago, this was 2003, 2004, 2005, we were even paying 44% interest rate in Nigeria. We had to go to IFC to raise money. Our first loan abroad was 478 million. And this thing can be done. 478 million, Samaila gave them a calculation that, okay, we need 3 years loan. They said, no, you guys, you don't know what you are talking about, you need 7 years. 2 years moratorium, 5 years payment. We say, okay, we agree because we are desperate for the money. When we took that money, we paid it back before the expiration of the moratorium, which is 18 months. 24 months, but we paid the money back in 18 months. So it is possible. Africans can do it. Let us not be scared. Let them not come and convince us that no, somebody needs to carry our raw material to go and produce and bring the items here. I must really thank President of Uganda for taking this bold move. Stopping the export, they will be forced, they will come and produce. Why do you want to take the raw material, then you bring it back? We too, we have educated people, we have big financial institutions. It's not like before. Things have changed.
The Bible says my people perish for lack of knowledge. And the reason why a lot of Africans are actually perishing is because of most of our leaders that are intelligent, uneducated. And that's the reason why we keep on perishing. Any consuming country is going to consume themselves to death. You have to be able to be self-sufficient, be able to be a producer. And for us to do that, we are like, well, the video said, Dangote said, well, we have a lot of natural resources. Africa have a lot of natural resources. But the reason why many investors can't invest in this country is because what they bargain with our leader is favorable to those leaders. Political, tribalism, cultural, these are the things that keep on killing ourselves. We hate each other so much that we don't want to see somebody successful. If an entrepreneur is not from your tribe, it's not from your country, it's not from your state, you don't want to see them progress. You want to make everything become so tight. How can you be successful yourself? And you might not actually feel the impact because your children and your grandchildren are living abroad, or you are killing the African people, you are killing the African name, but you don't care because you're selfish and greedy. Well, our leader needs to do better. We need to be educated. And with the people, we need to stand, and we should stop being afraid of actually dying. The Bible says that those who seek life lose it, but those who don't gain it. Because when we are no longer afraid, we can riot and we can actually make a stand that no, the government policy needs to change. Stand in gap of how many you're going to kill, how many are you going to kill before you make an adjustment? I understand nobody wants to be a martyr, but sometimes we have to for change to happen, because generation upon generation, we are just going to be killing ourselves through poverty. But this is just an eye opener for everybody that our country, we need to support each other. We need to, as an African, we need to support each other to grow. We need to support entrepreneurs, especially our own entrepreneur. Also, investors, don't take our raw materials out there. Bring the company here. Employ 60% or 40% of that foreign national to join in your own national to make the business work. When you start producing, all Africa is going to gain from it. Your country is going to gain from it. The world is going to gain from it as well. So let's all have that unity between us in Africa, and the understanding of growth. Education is very important. Stay safe out there.